Hey everybody, this is Steve Aronset, co-CEO of Team Liquid, and I am honored and excited to be sitting next to Dabuz.
The one and only right here.
Yeah, awesome. It's
Nice
very good to have you as part of the TL family. I am beyond excited about the future potential of your performance under the TL banner, and to kind of support you in kind of the next phase of your competitive career.
Yeah, I mean, I've been waiting for a chance like this for so long to just go tournaments and work under like a big org, you know, really just go off with events basically.
Yeah, I've obviously been following, your kind of competitive scene, and we can kind of get into a lot of that here in this interview. Just wanted to kind of get to know you. This is the first time that we've met, and I feel like I kind of know you from watching you online, and you probably know Team Liquid, like from some events and stuff.
You know, I've seen them around every now and then. You know, I guess they're a decently sized org.
Yeah, we're just a little.
maybe.
Yeah, exactly. But maybe tell me a little bit about your life. So I think you're from Long Island, right?
So I'm from Long Island. I'm actually a college graduate. I finished a degree in economics a little over a year ago. I live with my family right now. I've just played Smash for basically my entire life. Growing up as a kid, I was playing N64 with my brothers. Around Melee times, I played with my best friends after school with like casual items, free-for-alls, all the fun stuff. And then Pro came out when I was like 14, and I got into like more competitive then. I would start playing a lot of the Wi-Fi tournaments, because when I found out there was online play, my 14-year-old mind said, you know what? I'm gonna be best in the world at this game. Let me just go online, beat everyone's butt, easy peasy.
Let's talk a little bit about, you obviously played Smash 4 and you saw some success, right? You won a number of events and you placed really consistently in the game, right? And then there was obviously the transition to Ultimate. And what has that kind of transition been like for you in terms of taking hold of this new game and focusing your energy on that?
I think actually transition from 4 to Ultimate was kind of easy for me compared to most people. I got pretty lucky, to be honest, with my character pick, because I played Olimar all throughout Brawl as my main. I played Olimar a lot in Smash 4 as a secondary, and then of course I made him in this, was a duo main in this game, and I was very lucky and ended up getting really buffed. It's funny because Pikmin's my favorite game ever, so the reason I played him in Brawl was because I just love Pikmin so much.
Right.
But yeah, so I think that was pretty easy. I think just my analytical nature is really good for a new game, because I'm able to dive into a game and say, what are these mechanics? What is good? What is bad? What is working? What are other people doing? And kind of figure it out very quickly.
The current characters that you play now, what happens if there's buffs to different characters moving forward, and how do you feel like you'll adjust to that? Do you think that you'll kind of stick with the characters you play now, or do you think that that will change?
I mean, one of the cool things about being a duo main, because I also main Palutena, who's another really good character, is that I'm very patch-proof, I'd say. It's very unlikely both my characters get nerfed in the same patch. And even if that happens, I still have other characters I play on the side, so if they got buffed, I'd be fine. I could easily switch over to a good handful of characters if I needed.
Let's talk a little bit about some of the competition. So you obviously have the event that's coming up this weekend, and then kind of falling off of the event that I think it was maybe a week ago or a week and a half ago, where you were eliminated a little bit earlier than what you probably wanted, right? And so how do you see your performance this weekend, and then also the remainder of the year, given that Ultimate is kind of still new and to some degree?
So this week in particular, I think it was a good learning experience for what I have to work on, and what my strengths are, and what the other Olimar strengths are. Because there was 3 Olimars that did well at the event, and I could watch them. I could also watch Nara's Palutena. So, even if I did really bad my first time not taking top 8 or even top 5 at an Ultimate tournament, it's okay, the game's new, everyone's gonna have those really bad events early on. With that said, I've been practicing a good amount for Summit. I've been doing a lot of studying for Summit on what I can improve, what other people do well, and I think I have a huge advantage, just that I know what I worked on and what people aren't ready for me to implement for Summit. And I like to play the characters that tend to be more defensive and safe, because I find that being able to play defensively and safe lets you build these patterns of walling people out and then pressuring them in ways that are hard to punish and getting wins, even though they're not necessarily explosive and super ultra hype. They don't also die at 20, and that's one of the biggest things.
Right. Let's talk a little bit about your content, right? So I think one of the things for the Ultimate community that you do a little bit differently than a lot of the other players out there is that you put time into your YouTube and you stream, and you are just such a I don't know, like genuine guy to be able to communicate with all of your fans. Like you put effort into that, you know?
Yeah.
And so talk to me a little bit about why that's important for you and what people expect if they like tune into your Twitch stream or your YouTube.
So I think one of the things I like doing a lot is just helping people. Like I do lessons on the side. When people come to my stream, they always ask me questions. I'm always explaining things about the game. I'm just trying to be as nice as I can generally. Playing characters that people tended to dislike over the years forced me to be very, very, very nice to people because they'd be like, you know what, Dabuz, I don't like watching Rosa and 4, but I love Dabuz, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, Olimar's a little bit annoying to fight, but you're awesome, so that's great. And then yeah, a lot of my times on my streams are just very I will talk to chat and interact a lot. I try to play games with them all the time. I try to be very educational on how to play the game, like how to do certain matchups. I do a lot of analysis for streams, and then my YouTube content is kind of similar. It's a mix of funny Twitch highlights because I try, to still be really funny and entertaining and do crazy things. So it's a mix of that, and then character guides to kind of even it out.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I know I've really enjoyed watching your content, and I'm sure folks that maybe haven't yet, make sure you tune in and check it out. I think you'll be really happy. One of the last questions I have for you is just Team Liquid. From your perspective, why was joining Team Liquid interesting to you, and where do you see yourself in a year or 6 months, underneath the org?
I mean, one cool thing about Liquid is you guys are already in Smash, so you know how the scene works. I don't have to explain how rankings work, tournaments, and that's just amazing. Obviously, you're a big team, so you can help me out going to events, because I've always struggled with going to events and having to worry about doing well at the event just to afford going to the next event.
Yeah. You won't have to worry about that anymore.
Yeah, exactly. I'm about to go to
You'll be paid by Steve too.
Yeah. I'm going to Japan every other weekend, by the way, so I hope you can budget that out for me.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it's awesome to work with an org that is big and has the resources, but knows what they're doing with it, Obviously, work with HBox and he's already done a really good job for you guys for the org. It's actually funny. A lot of people always compare me to HBox because of my playstyle thread. So I feel like that's gonna be a running joke too, is wow, Dabuz is really like HBox, he's even on the same org as him now.
Yeah, I know, I saw that Reddit thread.
Exactly.
Oh well, what are you gonna do?
If it's a good fit, it's a good fit, and that's the best part about it. Also, I think that the color scheme works really well with me.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. I like the jerseys a lot.
Yeah, so that's awesome.
You gotta be fashionable here.
Yeah, well, it's a great fit both ways, and I really look forward to the future we can build together. And to your point, we've got your back in terms of cost, travel, resources, management. We need you to focus entirely on just winning.
Yeah,
and that's what we help with.
And that's what I plan to do. I'm hoping within next half year or a year, I am in contention for best. I want to be winning these tournaments all the time. So I guess to answer your question before, a year from now, I plan to be #1.
That's awesome.
Maybe not realistic, but you gotta go for your dreams.
You do, and I love that. Well, thanks for listening in to this little chat with us, and really appreciate all the love for Dabuz, and so glad that we could be here for that. So thanks, guys. Make sure you subscribe, follow, whatever, and go to all the links below for Dabuz's accounts. Give him a follow.
Give me all the follows, guys. Just everything.
Give it all.
I'm being greedy right now.
Love you guys, and we'll chat soon. Bye.